This is our new allotment where we're going to be growing a bunch of organic veg. I'm actually really excited about eating veg because 2 weeks in I quit my carnivore diet. I was trying to eat nothing but meat and eggs and cheese for a month.
In the last 15 days, I have lost 7.5 kilos. For context, that is about the weight of our dog George. And I'm doing it for 3 reasons. Firstly, I'd say it's probably about 80% of it is narcissism. I'd say about 30% of it is for content, and probably about 10% of it is due to the fact that people say it makes you better at maths.
I hated eating mince all the time. I was just desperate to have veg and anything other than meat and cheese and eggs.
Not gone to the bathroom in about 10 days. Not properly anyway, I've not been able to. There's that. Apparently I've got to eat more fat, but I've tried that and I've literally been drinking cream, without cream, and eating just as much fat as I can get my hand on, and it's just nothing's moving.
And I had to go to the chemist and get some stuff to help it, you know. But then I just felt bad that I was just constantly just having laxatives to poo. And then so I ended up getting a home enema kit.
This will get things moving. It's a tube that goes up my bum and flushes everything out. I'm not going to go into it because you're probably being sick right now.
And then there was this moment when I was sort of lying on the floor in the bathroom with this tube up my bum, with a hot water bottle dispensing warm water into my arse. And I was just lying there thinking, what am I doing? You're eating so much beef that you're having to lie on the floor in the bathroom with a tube up your bum. Don't do this, Steph.
I'm so sick and tired of being absolutely full of shit. I feel like Anthony Fauci.
So I quit. After that, I couldn't do it anymore. And besides, I started to look quite drawn. I was looking a lot older because my face sort of shrank a little bit. And yeah, I had a six-pack for the first time in my life, but it came at a heavy price.
Apparently, smelling of beef isn't an aphrodisiac. It's quite off-putting when beef is just oozing out of you, and the smell of beef is just, it doesn't get girls in the mood. So yeah, it's destroyed my sex life. That's another bad point. So there's no sex, there's the constipation.
Yes, your body is stunning. I mean, she didn't say, yes, your body's stunning, but I could see it in her eyes. She didn't have anything in her eyes other than disdain, if I'm being honest. She didn't like it. I thought she'd be, this is in my head, I thought she'd be like, Steph, you are looking in great shape right now. Let's go. But no, it was the opposite. It was like, don't come near me. You smell of beef and you look like you're ill.
But the reason why I think I'm going to start introducing more vegetables into my diet now and continue the rest of the month half carnivore and half veggie eater is because I've got this pain in my diaphragm on the left-hand side. And I think that might be my colon. And I don't want to risk, if I'm in pain, I really shouldn't be doing this. So I'm thinking, as great as I feel and as good as it is to like not have sugar and no inflammation, I just feel like a pain there is probably not a good sign.
I just couldn't do it. So I quit.
So I'm going to start eating some steamed veg.
People are going to think that I've lost a bit of my edge though. Now I've got an allotment. They'll be like, oh, he's just like a man in his 40s who's just like tending to an allotment now. He used to be really cool and drive around London on a Vespa, and now look at him. How the mighty have fallen. I hope people don't think that. I'm still edgy, even though I've got an allotment. I've still got, you know, I still know all the lingo and stuff. I've got like, you know, some pretty cool CDs at home. I've got a Snoop Dogg CD up in the attic somewhere. Yeah, I've got some David Gray, a bit of Coldplay, but I've also got some, you know, some Run DMC in there. I'm really into my grime. I've been into grime for a long time. Love myself a bit of grime. Oh, what grime artist are you into? Don't be that guy. Eminem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in some of this. It looks like, I don't know if it is compost, but it looks a bit composty. But I think what happens when they clear the park, when the council clear the park, they move all of like the crap over here. And I think this crap is basically like a compost. I don't know what really I'm talking about here, but I'm basically going to mix in this dirt to my dirt. I came up with an idea. I don't know if any of you are feeling this right now, but with the prices of everything going up so expensive, we're getting whittled, slowly whittled away. So I thought, well, I should make more YouTube videos because we make about 40 to 50 pounds per YouTube video that we make. Now, if I made one of those a day for a week, that's about 350 pounds. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. The one thing I've got to worry about though is bindweed. Bindweed is this horrible, God, I'm basically Alan Titchmarsh, but bindweed is this like weed that just, once you got it, you just cannot get rid of it. I've got it in my garden and it's impossible to get rid of. So I'm thinking I might do that, maybe take you up to the allotment and do some of those just allotment chats where we just talk about anything that's going on. You know, it could be anything, politics, current affairs. I'll go there. I'm not scared anymore. Used to be scared to go there. But not now. I don't care anymore. I'm going to say what the hell I like. I don't care about the consequences. Spent so long of my life worrying about what people thought about me, you know. About mean people say mean stuff. And now I was reading this book recently called The Courage to Be Disliked. And it's an amazing book because it reframes why you care so much. For instance, if you don't like yourself, this is what the book proposes. If you don't like yourself, it's because you want to not like yourself. Because the goal is then to engineer situations where you won't do certain things because you don't like yourself. I'm bastardizing this book, but I highly suggest you read it. If you find it difficult to deal with criticism, or if you find it difficult to deal with people just trying to trip you up on your vision or whatever your goal is, read The Courage to Be Disliked. I'll link it down there in the doobly-doo. Have a read of it. It's bloody good. It's really helped me a lot, actually. I'm only about 50% in and I'm like, I just don't care anymore. I've got blinkers on. It's like, if you don't like me, then I just don't care. Why did I spend so many years of my life caring? I don't know. So read The Allotment. What I'm going to do is dig it all up, turn over the soil, and then plant a bunch of shit. Hopefully it grows, and then hopefully we've got loads of veg to eat over, you know, spring and summer. And we won't have to spend all this, because it's just got mental. How mental has it got? See, I'm going to say mental, and even though people are going to write, you can't say mental, I'm just going to say it and not care. This is me putting my foot down. I don't care anymore, look. That's me planting my spade in the soil. I don't care. I'm going to say things that people don't like, and I'm not going to care. I'm not going to self-censor. It's that little voice you have in the back of your head saying, oh, you can't say that. It's like, I'm going to kill that little voice. Oh, you can't say that. I don't care. Yeah, it's mental how expensive things have got. It's just ridiculous. £4 for Weetabix. For Weetabix. I can't get over it. It's just going to whittle us all down to nothing. Anyway. I'm going to take my my bounty home. Found a potato in the dirt. Right, I've got to stand up now, but I'm sort of afraid to because I think my knees have fused together. They're sort of fused in this position now. The joys, hey? The joys of being in your 40s. Right, all right, I'm going to stand up. This is not going to be glamorous. Oh, sexy, right? Oh, yeah. Let's go home.